Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another pick a card reading. I do it on my channel every single Friday. Okay, so today, this pick a card reading is all about love. The way that you're going to be picking the piles today, it's a little different, and we'll get into it. Hopefully it's a little fun for you. Pile number 1 is for if you are in a relationship. This is for couples. And pile number 2 is for everyone that is single. Okay, pile number 3, this is a love spell or ritual that is curated by the spirits for you if you are in a relationship and there's tension or there needs to be some healing or something. Okay, and then pile number 4 is the pile for self-love. So that's how we're going to be picking the piles. Number 1 is for couples. Number 2 is for singles. Number 3 is it's a love spell or a love ritual for people in relationships. And number 4 is self-love. So whichever one that you are guided to, whichever one that you are need to hear messages from, go ahead and pick that one and let's get started. Oh, by the way, you guys, these are resins that my boyfriend and I are making. They are filled with love herbs, love oil, and crystals. So these will be up in my shop very, very soon. And yeah, I'm so excited. Group number 1, or for all of my couples out there, we're starting off the reading with high energy. If you can see, the candle's going crazy. And there's a lot going on here, group number 1. So you guys are in a relationship. And it seems like this relationship, the connection's very strong. The bond is there. It's genuine. It's loyal. Like you both care for each other. It's a very divine love. Now, there are reservations that either one of you or both of you are having, and it just seems like the energy is stuck. There's an energy of being very, very guarded, wanting to protect yourself and wanting just to protect the relationship, or just kind of like you're waiting for something too in this relationship. And what it is that I think both of you are waiting for is communication. In this relationship, this is such a beautiful connection. This is a really, really loving relationship. Now, the issue is that either one of you or both of you are not being completely vulnerable with each other. It's either you put up a wall, or maybe there's things you don't want to tell your partner that maybe you've never told anyone, or maybe like vice versa, they want to tell you something that they've never told anyone. It's just, I think the message here is be somebody that your partner can approach, because there needs to be, like, you need to allow your partner to be vulnerable, and same with your partner, they need to allow you to be vulnerable. I think that's what the message here is. It's okay to be weak. It's okay to cry. It's okay to like tell your partner something and get it off your chest, because that's what they're there for. That's like your best friend for life. And I think that's what's missing in this connection right now, is like there's everything, right? There's everything here. It's a beautiful relationship, but there just needs that, like, go in 100%. I feel like you guys are not going in 100%. And that's why we have Take a Chance on Love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. And this lotus flower, the lotus flower grows in the mud, and it grows in dark, muddy waters. You wouldn't expect this beautiful flower to grow there, but it sits on top of that muddy water like it's its throne, and it's beautiful. And I feel like that's what this relationship is. It grew from something, and it went through trials and tribulations. You guys went through phases in the relationship. You know, made your relationship, and you are making your relationship authentic to you and your partner. You know what I'm saying? You're not making a relationship based off something society taught you. You're just doing what makes you happy. Another thing I see is there is a fear of intimacy here. Now, the guides are saying that you're ready to let love in. And it's okay to release unhealthy patterns, and it's okay to open your heart. That's a big message for you guys. This love story that you're in, it's the love of a lifetime. Enjoy it like the sun. It's happiness, manifestation, achievement. Don't be scared to talk to your partner about something that maybe is bothering you or going on with you. I think that's what's needed in this relationship. Just talk to each other and feel comfortable to talk to each other about anything. Like, you know, like, start by talking about what kind of poop you both took. Like, you know, something a little more intimate, you know? I don't know. And it's something funny too, I guess. Like, I just feel like there needs to be a little bit more funniness in the relationship too. And for a lot of you, there needs to be a reawakening of the sexual energy. Again, lotus flower, it's also represents, you know, feminine energy, the vagina and stuff. So sexual energy needs to kind of be rekindled here a little bit, and vulnerability with each other. It's also like, you know, sexually, you're doing that too, being vulnerable with each other. So I feel like that's another message that is coming through about sexuality in this relationship. Maybe incorporate more lavender. You see my throat in this reading? It's like I have to keep clearing my throat. That's throat chakra. You guys need to clear the air. Throat chakra, and speak, communicate. It's going to heal the intimacy issues here. And also incorporate more lavender into your home, your life. You see 44. 44 is the number, 4 is the number of like the root chakra, foundation, stability. And here it's doubled. So it's telling you that you can use lavender perfume, lavender oil, the herb lavender in tea, cooking, desserts. So many ways you could use it. You could dress a candle with it. Try to incorporate more lavender in your home. It will ease the energy and allow both of you guys to just openly talk to each other and have fun in your conversations again. And just, I think that's, yeah, have fun with your conversations again. Just talk to each other like friends do, you know, not walk on eggshells around each other and stuff. And I feel like you both want that. You both want to talk to each other. And connect with crystals. So use crystals, you guys. Use rose quartz and labradorite. Labradorite is really good for energy that is stagnant and you kind of just want to reawaken it. So another message that comes up for you guys is hydrate. So drink more water, you guys. I feel like that's another message from the guys. Maybe you're not drinking enough water. Sometimes I notice myself when I'm dehydrated, my skin will look very, very dry and dull, or I'll be in a really bad mood. And all I needed was just water, hydrate my body, and I'll feel better. So maybe sometimes you get irritated with your partner or whatever, and it's all that was needed to just drink some water. And you don't need to be so guarded with your partner. That's another message that's coming through for you guys. And yeah, group number 1, that is your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Okay, group number 2, or for all my singles out there. First thing I want to get into is the Hamsa. So the Hamsa hand is known to bring protection, luck, fortune, good fortune to its owner. So I feel like if you guys have a Hamsa, it came to you for a reason, or you were drawn to it for a reason. And these will be up in my shop soon. These are filled with my love herbs, my love oil, and love crystals. So if you guys are interested, these will be up in my shop. But if not, and you're drawn to another kind of hamsa, maybe there's a reason why. There's luck that is supposed to be coming to you, but maybe there's a block. And for this instance, I feel like there's luck in love coming to you. And there's this energy of there needed to be a time out. There needed to be lessons learned so that you could go back to being your goddess self or your God self. Like, you needed to tap into that Venus energy, which is the energy of Aphrodite, which is the energy of love, beauty, grace, basically love. Like, you needed to find self-love. You needed to find it within yourself, really. Like, I see that you guys needed to kind of be put in like a timeout by the spirits, by your spirit guides, and just like so you can stop settling. Okay, look at this card right here, Amble with contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. And there's so many messages jumping out. Give me one little second while I look through these real quick. Okay, so I do see childhood. Okay, we have a little child right here holding an adult's hand. So there are childhood patterns that you had to unlearn, and you had to reevaluate what you desire, not what it is that other people wanted for you, but what you wanted. You wanted to walk your own path. And so the spirit guides and your ancestors and your spiritual team, they were like, look, we want you to walk on that path too. They called you to it. And this path was probably not for everyone. Maybe it was something your parents, or your family shunned you for or something. One story that pops up in my head is if you're stuck in a marriage and like you can't get out, you want to walk your own path, but you can't because the families are intertwined, there's so much that goes on. So I don't know why that story kept popping up in my head, but maybe somebody's going through that. There's another message of surrendering procrastination and stress. So a lot of your causes for stress looks like it's procrastination. So stop waiting until the last minute to do things. Stop waiting for the last minute to do things. And I feel like that has to do with love. Like, would you guys be like the type to wait for the other person to say I love you all the time and then you'll say it back? Or would you be the one, like, you'll say it? Like, the ego plays so much into that, where you want the other person to say it first and stuff. So I don't know, I feel like the universe had to teach you a lot of lessons that were very different from the things that you've been taught. And this is going to give you a release from stress, you guys, big time. It's also going to bring you back to what you love. The spirits also want to let you know that you are walking on the right path, even though, others may not understand or whatever. Keep following because your guides are there. They also want to tell you that they love you. And that these are powerful words. And so when you speak about love, make sure that you speak about love in a beautiful way. Not in a way where, I don't believe in true love, or I don't believe there's like true loyalty out there. Like, these are all affirmations and it affects love. Words are powerful. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Yeah, so instead of constantly looking at love as a negative thing, I think your spirit team is trying to teach you reteach you what love is, and it has to start with you. And that's the journey that you're on right now. That's why they put you in kind of like a timeout, you know. Another thing that I'm seeing for you guys is a very heavy energy of your spirit guides backing you up. Like, they are there and they are with you. We have the High Priestess, which means you guys are powerful manifestors. But in this case, maybe you didn't manifest something regarding love because you needed this time out. You needed more awareness, a little bit of solitude and time alone to figure a few things out that were blocks, basically. And your spiritual team is really listening to you. We have the Star card, and that's all about your spirit guides, and that there's a hope and renewal. It's a renewed sense of energy when it comes to your love life. And that makes me go back to the symbolism of the Hamsa hand. And temperance. Temperance is balance. So I think you had also needed to learn balance between self-love and the love that you give out to a partner. Or maybe you needed to relearn self-love. Or maybe you needed to relearn to trust, you know? There's so many things, but I feel like that's the journey that you guys are on. And where is this headed? Look at this. We have 2 dolphins and the dove. So this is all leading to the key of love, like to the keys to this brand new love life. And again, like Hamsa, it's known to bring good fortune to its owner. So I feel like there's good fortune coming to you. You're gonna grab those keys after this journey is over. And dolphins, they're very loyal, they're playful, they're so loving, you know. And here we have 2. Also, for a lot of you guys, I see that your partner, your future partner, is going to look at you like the most beautiful thing in the world. All right, you guys, that is your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. Okay, group number 3. Let's first dive into the rune resin. Okay. So this has all of the runes on it, as well as these are like sentences that the runes create. If you want to, you could go look up the runes. They're very symbolic. They're actually very beautiful. They carry a lot of power. They carry a lot of energy, and there's a lot you could do with it. For instance, this right here, you could do divination with it. What you could do is take a crystal or some crystal chips or some rice, kind of shake it a little bit and drop it on there, and you could do divination with it. So I do also feel like there is the reason that maybe the runes came up for you guys is maybe you're being called to learn more about it, or maybe there's one specific one that you could incorporate into your spiritual practice and your you know, protection spells, protection rituals, love rituals. It's fascinating. And yeah, I don't know, maybe you guys, something that you can look into, or something that, you know, you're already using, and this is just reinforcing that it's a good energy for you. Now, the next thing I want to see is you guys create some change. So the first thing that I'm going to do is first I'm going to do this reading. Don't worry, there are more cards for you guys. Have patience. So the spirits are saying, look, things are going to start looking better. Have a little patience, because the change is not going to happen overnight. Another thing is, if there is a lot of resentment in this relationship, another thing that's coming up is ask for help. Sometimes we see our partner keep doing something, like, I don't know, maybe they keep putting their dishes in the sink, right? Instead of saying anything, you just keep seeing it pile and pile up, and you're not saying anything. What is that doing? It's building up inside you, and you're just gonna snap, you know? So ask for help. Like, what do you really need? And be willing to accept the support. Like, if they're willing to help you with something else in the around the house, and like they just really don't want to do the dishes. Maybe you guys can do like compromise, like, okay, then you fold all the laundry. There just needs to be that asking for help and like negotiating what you could do, what I could do. Okay, that's a message that is coming for some of you. Another thing is that ask your guides for help through oceanic spells and rituals, time and tide. So it would probably be really good for you guys to like go to the beach, or be near water, like, you know. Another thing I see is incorporate seashells into your practice and your spells and rituals for love, because it gives this very gentle and soft emotional energy, like it opens up emotions. And also we have a message of surrender comparisons with other people and surrender to silence. So, okay. Is there constant noise in your house? I feel like there is this need to change that noise. What is that noise? What is that constant noise in your house? Is it the news constantly on? Is it, you know, is it positive? Is it negative? Is it music? Is it constant arguing? Like, what is it that you guys hear constantly in your house? Is it just silence? Maybe incorporate light music, you know, play it for like a few hours and see how you both feel. Another thing is surrender comparisons with other people. So this is a message telling you just that. Don't compare your relationship with other people, and don't compare your relationship with other people. Now, we also have reflections here. What you contemplate can actualize. Now, these two cards underneath each other is telling me that whatever spell or ritual you do, it's going to manifest. I mean, look at how the spirits are confirming it. They're showing you, yes, ask for help right here. Just have a little bit of patience, okay? And another thing that I want to mention is mirrors. So this card is giving me big time mirror vibes, and it never did. So I have a video about mirrors. I think you guys may want to check that out, or maybe rewatch it and just take a look at the mirrors around your house, because it does affect your love life, you know, the feng shui of mirrors. So yeah, go ahead, check out the mirrors video. Also, make sure that your mirrors are clean and you don't have clutter, you know, in front of your mirror, or make sure what is in front of your mirrors, because that is going to be doubled. Visions, okay, psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, out of body travel. As soon as you guys start this spell or ritual, your partner will start to feel it, you'll start to feel it. You guys are going to start to see synchronicity, whether they know you're doing it or not. That's up to you, but like, they may just be like, oh, I had this weird dream last night, you know? Or maybe they'll be like, oh, this is really weird, I just keep seeing 1111 all day, you know? Like, you'll get a message, you'll get a confirmation from the spirit guides that your spell, your ritual's working. Love makes the difference, and speak the language of love. Try not to speak so aggressively. Try not to speak so mean and yelling or like confrontational or defensive even. Speak the language of love. Be gentle and nurturing with your words, especially right now. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. So here, what's going to happen is you're going to start using your words as its own magical spell. Okay, words are like energy coming out of your mouth. Like, if you put your hand on your throat and you talk, you feel that vibration, that's going out into the air. So it's just, that's crazy to me. So watch what you say and watch how you say it. Watch the tone of your voice when you talk to your partner, and talk with love, because it makes a difference. It helps heal. Love is the highest vibration, so it helps heal. So if you speak lovingly, that's the most powerful spell you can do, you guys. Now let's actually get into what's going on here. Oh, one of the ingredients you can use in your spell or ritual is emerald crystals. I think I have some in my shop, but if you have your own emerald crystal, go ahead and use it. There's so many ways to use emerald crystal. What I would do is maybe keep it near a photo of you both, or in your bedroom. We also have family. So you guys need time alone. You guys need to spend some time alone and rekindle that family relationship where you feel like your partner is your family and not like your partner is just some roommate, or your partner is like just your partner and not even like your friend. You know what I'm saying? You need to rekindle that family connection with your partner. And so here are the ingredients. We have chocolate, we have milk thistle, and we have nutmeg. Okay, so there's so many ways, there's so many things you could do. All right, let me start. Chocolate, you can you can eat chocolate. You can get chocolate and like write or engrave on it, on the whole bar, like you can write affirmations or whatever, and then both of you eat that. You can buy chocolate and charge it on your altar, and then you both eat that. I mean, there's so many ways. You can get chocolate scented candles and light that. Ooh, can you imagine your whole house smells like chocolate? Or bake something that is chocolate. Or make something that's chocolate. The scent of chocolate, in this case, it's aphrodisiac properties, can really help you and just bring that spice out of that relationship again and the sweetness back into the relationship. Also, if you're doing a love spell or something, use chocolate as an ingredient. Like I would put it in candles. If you're doing, put it in candles. That's how I would use it. And milk thistle. Milk thistle is extremely protective. You can get milk thistle tea, you can get milk thistle, the actual one, but it's so sharp, the dried one. Oh my God, I would not recommend it. But you can like sprinkle it around your house. Actually, no, don't sprinkle it around your house because you don't want this growing all over your house. So I would use it in candles for protection. Maybe like get a black candle and throw some milk thistle in there and light that for protection, so that this relationship is protected from evil eyes, from negative energies that may have been built up and accumulated, So there is a need for protection. If you don't want to use milk thistle for protection, you can use cloves, you can use hyssop, you can use rosemary, you can use salt, black salt, nutmeg. You can also use nutmeg for protection. Nutmeg brings out that spark and it's extremely lucky. I know a lot of people carry the nutmeg in their pockets. They will like spell it first, enchant it first, and then they will carry it with them to the casinos. And so nutmeg is super lucky. So incorporate nutmeg, maybe bake something with chocolate and nutmeg in it. And I mean, these are the ingredients from the spirit guides to add that healing, communication, good vibes, happiness, positivity back into this relationship. Spark it back up. Here's the ingredients. You choose what you want to do with them. So emerald, nutmeg, milk thistle, and chocolate. Also pay attention to the mirrors around your house. And seashells would be really good as well. Going near the water, the beach, lakes would also work. And yeah, watch the words you speak. So, all right, that's your reading, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Okay, group number 4, my self-love pile. Okay, so the first thing I want to start off with is this Ganesha statue, which will be available in my shop soon. We hand make these, so I'm really excited. And Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. He shows you the way, he bestows wealth and luck, prosperity, success, happiness. And so I really do feel like either you guys are working with him and he showed his presence and just wants to let you know that he sees you, and like just confirmation. I don't know, maybe you guys needed that. For a lot of you guys, this represents an obstacle being removed, an obstacle being lifted. when it comes to love especially. And he is pointing right at true love. So I do feel like your self-love journey has to start with you learning to fall in love with yourself. And that is what you're doing. That is what you're learning. I also feel like you guys needed to learn to trust again. Trust either, no, you know what? Trusting yourself, trusting, you know, your intuition, trusting and being confident, you know, in your decisions too. Another thing let me see, how do I put this in words? Hold on one second. Okay, the spirit guides are saying that it's okay to trust. Like, stop being so scared to trust. It's okay to trust. Just the thing with you is you have to convey your meaning. Be upfront, be straightforward. Don't play games, don't like assume, you know, be upfront about what you want, what you need to anyone in your life, you know. Surrender to setting limits. It's healthy to set boundaries, you know. And I think that's a big part of your self-love journey, is learning to set boundaries with people, you know. Like, no, you can, from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, you cannot bother me. That is like that, like, you know, just whatever it is for you. I'm not saying that's for me, because that's not for me, but I'm just like throwing an example out there. Sometimes you gotta set limits, or just, you know, set limits with yourself. Like, if I feel tired throughout the day, I'm gonna go ahead and take a 10-minute nap. You know, set limits. It's okay to do that, and it's healthy to do that. And that was something that was affecting your love for yourself, the way that you take care of yourself. So I think your self-love journey is where I think actually Ganesha is saying that you have to learn to be more generous with yourself. And you have to shift your priorities so that yourself comes first. Because that's going to lead you to this true love, and it's going to lead you to live an extraordinary life. Filled, look at that passion, burgundy red color, like that deep, intense love, lust color. Also, surrender to the limits that you have set upon yourself when it comes to love. Also, limits you may have limits in your mind, or beliefs in your mind created around sex. That's another thing I'm getting for a lot of you, where you kind of needed to learn trust when it comes to sex. A lot of you, yeah, there's a change of perspective happening, and that is because you're learning to love yourself more, and so you're seeing things way different. Another thing for you guys is there's a message to clean your space. If you guys have a Ganesha altar, it's a reminder to just clean it up. And also look at how she's cleaning up here, reaching for love, right? So make room in your life for love, for yourself, which means buy yourself flowers, buy yourself something that you've been eyeing for a while. Or maybe you've wanted to finally sit down, take like a few hours out of your day just to read a book and drink some coffee, or just to watch some YouTube videos and just, you know, what is it that you want to do for yourself? You got to do it. Like, and I think something that will help you guys do that is just clean up a little bit around the space. Like, I see that there's clutter somewhere too. Maybe like pictures of you. Like, what's around the pictures of you? Like, is it cluttered? Is there dust on it? Because that's a representation of you. So watch what's around photos of you. And focus on love. Look for the good things in everyone. So I think maybe you we're taught to look at certain people a certain way, I don't know, and that's something that you had to not be so judgmental. And like, I think a lot of you have been learning other people's stories, and it's really changing your perspective too. See, yeah, seeing both sides. You guys are, their stories, and also like, yeah, you guys are consuming a lot of stories, whether that be like talking about, you know, talking to people, or maybe watching movies or YouTube videos, or you get to see a different perspective. You're looking at the other side. Instead of being self-destructive, a lot of you're shifting that self-destructive behaviors into something else. Okay, so that is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon.